welcome to another lesson on mastering the modes of the major scale. And today we're going to focus on the Phrygian mode, and specifically the E Phrygian mode. So we're going to jump straight in here and just go through the notes, and then we'll start looking at some ideas that we can do with the melodies created in the Phrygian mode. So the Phrygian mode starts in this particular position that I'm doing it. I'm starting on fret 2 of the D string with finger 1, that note is E. Then going to fret 3 on the D string with finger 2, then going to the 5th fret on the D string with finger 4, then moving to the G string, fret 2 with finger 1, fret 4 with finger 3, fret 5 with the little finger or finger 4, moving to the B string, fret 3 with the middle finger, and finally the octave note, which is the 5th fret on the B string with my little finger. So all of that together sounds like this. Okay, so let's go through a little bit of the knowledge of what's going on there. I've talked about in previous lessons, to understand the mode, you have to kind of reference the Ionian a little bit, the first mode, to know that that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then figure out what's going on with these other modes in terms of their alterations, whether we're sharpening some of those numbers or flattening some of those numbers. So in the Phrygian mode, we have 1, and instead of 1, 2, which we did in the Dorian mode, now we flattened that 2. So it's 1, 2, and instead of doing 3, we get 1, flat 2, flat 3, then we have 4, 5, and then instead of 6, which would be here, instead of that, we get flat 6, flat 7, and the root. Now, as you go along, you'll start getting used to the sounds of these various altered versions of natural notes. So and that note there, the semitonal distance between these two notes, that is essentially our very kind of obvious Phrygian sound. Okay, so let's play that Phrygian mode like we've done in the previous lessons, every 2 beats. So here we go. After 4, 3, 4, 1, 2. That's your E Phrygian mode. Okay, now let's see what we can do with it. So we've talked about how to create melodies. You choose a note, any random note from the mode, and then you want to try and create a melody by humming that melody from within. You do this once you've internalized the sound of the mode, so in this instance the Phrygian mode. You hum this melody and then you try and find the melody. Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm going to do that, and you're going to try and copy me, and hopefully this melody will stick with you, and then you can use it as an example for later on. So that's my note I'm going to start on, which is the 3rd note of the Phrygian mode, or the 5th fret on the D string, and I'm going to go. Okay, so now we're going to find it. So we're going to go. So now we're going up. Then we're going up again. Then we're coming down. Now we're going down lower. Okay, so I've done it deliberately in a step fashion. You can do more jumps when you get better at hearing the sound of the Phrygian mode. So okay, so let's hear what that sounds like against the chords that relate to the Phrygian mode, which we haven't discussed yet, because the Phrygian mode is a minor mode, the same way that the Dorian mode was a minor mode, which means that the related chords to the Phrygian mode are minory in sound, and these 2 chords that we've been playing, or that you heard at the very beginning of the the video were E minor and F. Okay, so our melody over the top of E minor and F, which I'm going to use with my loop station. So they sound like this. Okay, and then okay, so let's see if we can do that together. We'll let one round come and then we'll play it together. 2, 3, let's go. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm just going to adjust myself here. Now what we're going to do is vary the rhythm of this melody, and I'm going to come up with something now. I'm going to put a little bit of an offbeat in to make it a bit more interesting against the rhythm that I was doing on the loop station. So I'm going to go. So a little offbeat rhythm there. Let's try that with the loop. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Okay, let's try another rhythm. We're going to alter the rhythm at the end. We're going to do something like this. That with the loop, and it sounds like this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so that's some variations in rhythm for you. That's the E Phrygian mode. I'll just go through it one more time with you. And you can use this in a lot of Spanishy stuff, in flamenco music, in heavy metal it's used, in some sort of slightly darker rock sounds. So Phrygian is a really fun, dark mode to play around with. I like playing around with it. So what I want you to do is basically try some of those ideas at home and then come up with your own ones using the same principles, taking a small melody, then altering the rhythm and seeing what you can come up with in the Phrygian mode. So I hope that you found that helpful, and I will see you very soon for another lesson on mastering the modes of the major scale.